Hey guys, my name is Dave Betts and today I'm going to talk to you about slash chords. Okay, what are slash chords? You might have seen it on a piece of music before where it says something like G/B or A/C sharp or something like that. Now, what that means is that someone is playing a G chord, but instead of the lowest note being a G, as it usually would be, the lowest note is a B. So, in a lot of cases, as a band, instruments like the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar would probably play a G, and the bass or the lower end of a keyboard would play the B. But when you're playing on your own, you need to know how to play these chords. So there are 4 slash chords that I'm going to teach you. There are other slash chords out there. There are many other slash chords out there, but 4 that I think will come in most useful as a guitarist, particularly as an acoustic guitarist. And that is the slash chords in the key of C and the key of G. So that's C/E, or what we would say C over E. So you play a C chord with an E in the bass. Now this one's really easy because you play a C and then you play an E, which happens to be the lowest string that we're not using anyway. So if you play it together, that sounds a bit odd, but when you if you were playing it in a chord progression and linking it, so if say we played chord 1 C to F and then to C over E, so that's 1 over 3. So that sounds like this. Then suddenly it just creates a bit more musical interest. Okay, the next one is G over B. Okay, so we'll play a G chord like this. When you begin to get the hang of playing your G chord, I notice that I've added my 3rd finger to fret 3 on the B string, which is just something I like to do. You don't have to, both are correct, but I'm playing my G. Now, all you have to do to play a G over B is take your 2nd finger off the G string and play the note from play the same chord but from the A string only. In fact, you can just play the entire G chord but only strum it from the A string. So particularly from G over B to A, G over B to C. Just creates a nice progression. And then we've got D over F sharp. Okay, so that's another commonly used slash chord. So if you play a D chord, but do you remember we looked at B minor? Our B minor shape that was like this. So we had a funny shape on the D using our 3rd finger on fret 2 on the E string, our 4th finger on fret 3 on the B string, our 2nd finger on fret 2 on the G string, and our 1st finger on fret 2. That was our B minor shape, and fret 2 on the A string. Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to move our 1st finger down to the E string, to fret 2 on the E string. Now, that's good from going D over F sharp to G. Other people like to play it as a normal D shape and just rest their thumb on that fret 2. Again, there's no right or wrong, it's personal preference, so I'm not going to tell you which one you should play. For me, I prefer playing it that way, but that's just because that's how I learnt it. There's no correct way. Okay, and finally the toughest one, which is A over C sharp. So what we're going to play is our little finger on fret 4 on the A string, and then we're going to bar our 1st finger on fret 2, 2 and 2 on the D, G and B string, and that sounds like this. So it's almost like a backwards bar chord, or a backwards power chord, which goes back into D well. So, and there you go, there are your slash chords. If you find any slash chords that we haven't covered, and I'm sure you will, simply play the chord. So let's say it was an F over A, just play an F, and you find your lowest note, an A, and there you go, you're away. Okay, let me know if you have any questions or if this has been helpful for you. Let me know about it. Subscribe for more tutorials coming up, and follow me on Twitter or Facebook if you have any questions. I would love to hear from you.